5280 Sports Network, good morning. It is a Hump Day Wednesday with your Morning Minute. That guy right there, Sean Drotar. My name is Nate Lundy. Thank you for checking out the video. Get you some of the headlines and news and notes sports fans need here around the Mile High City. The Avalanche are back at home tonight. Okay, that's enough about them. The Broncos play the Pats on Sunday. Now, everyone continues to throw out statistics and Tom Brady's record in Denver and all those kinds of things. And while I don't want to completely dismiss that, I'm always one that likes to remind everybody that this team is not the same as the one that he's faced many times. But that said, Tommy Uggs is coming to town. Some early thoughts on this game here, Sean, as the team gets back to work today.
Brady, I will mention it, 2-7 in Denver over the course of his career, but I agree with you, Nate. Those are those stats that people kind of use as a crutch. There's almost 40% turnover in rosters every year on NFL teams, so they really don't connect as much as you think they do. But the Patriots faced a very good defense in Baltimore in their last game. Brady dissected them, 406 yards, 3 touchdowns. I don't think he'll do the same to Denver, but to assume that the Broncos can keep the Patriots under 20, I think even just around 20 is going to be an excellent performance by the Broncos D. So the question for me is, how does the Broncos offense score 21? How do they get 3 touchdowns on the board knowing they can't run? Step one, the only thing they can change, Justin Forsett.
Yeah, they've got to be able to get something going there. And you're going to hear that theme from Sean and I on the Morning Minutes and on the radio show all week. This idea of being able to hold Brady to 20 points or less being one of the key stats, one of the key numbers on the scoreboard, especially when it comes to being able to beat this team at home and continue to have the playoff opportunity as a wild card team stay alive for the Broncos. One of the comparisons, we made it this morning on the radio show, is going back to October 30th when the Broncos took on the San Diego Chargers. Now, by no stretch am I trying to say that San Diego is as good of a team as New England, because right now they're not. But let's talk about the quarterback play for a minute. The Broncos managed to win that game on the 30th against Phillip Rivers and the Chargers by holding the Chargers to 19 points. I think, Sean, the conversation we had this morning about whether or not this defense can do the same kind of thing to Tom Brady, to hold him down, 2 quarterbacks who, let's be honest, over the course of this season, they're throwing the ball, as Tom Brady tends to do, to people that probably prior to the season you hadn't heard of. They have a tendency to make wide receivers into stars, or at least week-to-week stars, by moving the ball around. The question is this Broncos defense set right now, as it sits, to do the same thing to Tom Brady that they did to Phillip Rivers all the way back at the end of October?
I think they are. I don't think it's the passing game by Tom Brady. I think Denver knows what to expect there. The question is, can they improve against the run? LeGarrette Blount is basically like tackling a sledgehammer, and that's the way the Patriots tend to use him. The Broncos against the run this season, they haven't really been very good. It's been maybe an undercovered portion of the season in which we've realized the Broncos defense isn't even above average when it comes to the run. They're below average. That has to get a lot better in this game, or the Patriots can give you more than Tom Brady to worry about.
The weather this weekend on Sunday expected to be a high of about 24 or 25 degrees, so obviously it will be cold. We'll see what effect that has. Sean and I had safety Will Parks, the rookie out of Arizona, on our radio show this morning, and I let Will know that the high temperature is supposed to be 4 on Saturday. Now, mind you, Will grew up in Philadelphia. Will has experienced cold weather, but when I told him it was going to be 4 on Saturday, he said, 4? Okay, yeah, that's different. We'll see how the cold weather affects both teams coming up this weekend. More preview as we approach the weekend, and obviously we will also be paying attention to those other teams that the Broncos are battling in the wild card. So be sure to check out all the morning minutes that we've got this week and all the podcasts and videos up at 5280sportsnetwork.com and milehighsports.com. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. For Sean, I'm Nate. See you tomorrow.